In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 11, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Toronto Raptors versus Oklahoma City Thunder. It's an interconference battle on the NBA hardwood as a pair of teams in search of a victory take the floor in the Sooner State. The Toronto Raptors are on the road as they make the trip to face the Oklahoma City Thunder Friday night. Toronto knocked off Houston 116-109 at home Wednesday night in their previous contest, though they failed to cover the line as a 10.5-point favorite. Oklahoma City was edged 136-132 in double overtime at home by Milwaukee Wednesday night, failing to cover as a 1-point underdog Wednesday night in their previous contest. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Thunder own a 31-20 advantage, though the teams split 2 meetings last season. The most recent matchup saw Toronto pick up a 117-98 road win back on February 9, 2022. Looking at the betting trends, the Raptors are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a losing record, and 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Thunder are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 9-3-1 in the last 13 meetings overall, and the Raptors are 7-2 against the spread in the last 9 meetings in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City took the Bucks to the wire before losing in double overtime. Of course, one could look at that with a cynical eye because the Bucks were missing Antetokounmpo, Halliday, and Khris Middleton, but it was still a solid performance for a young team trying to find its identity. Toronto is without Siakam, and the loss of Achua hurts them as well. The Thunder are certainly capable of pulling off the upset in this one, and there's plenty of value with them here. So the Oklahoma City Thunder to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. With the way the NBA goes these days, if you are unable to consistently shoot the 3-ball, you are going to have problems scoring. Oklahoma City comes into this game second last in 3-point shooting percentage, and that is the primary reason why they are marred in a 4-game losing streak. They are top 10 in pace, with Gilgeous-Alexander and Josh Giddey at the helm, but Giddey has been cold from the outside to open the year. Oklahoma City played a double overtime game on Wednesday, and their coach indicated that they looked gassed by the second overtime. That could come into play here, even with a day off in between. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Bucks versus San Antonio Spurs. This Friday, the Milwaukee Bucks will travel to San Antonio, Texas to take on the San Antonio Spurs. The Bucks have been one of the hottest teams in the NBA to start the year, and the Spurs have lost 5 games in a row. But the last time these two teams matched up, the Spurs won 102-93. The Milwaukee Bucks are coming into this one after taking down the Oklahoma City Thunder 136-132 in double overtime. Milwaukee had it rolling on the offensive end of the floor, but they allowed the Thunder to shoot 45% from the field. They will have to be better defensively if they want to challenge the Spurs on the road. The San Antonio Spurs are entering this matchup after falling to the Memphis Grizzlies 124-122 in overtime. The Spurs struggled to shoot from deep in that game, and they allowed Memphis to shoot 51% from the floor. They will also have to be better on defense if they want to defend their home court in this one. The Bucks are 11-4 against the spread in their last 15 road games, and 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The Spurs are 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 home games, and 17-6 against the spread in their last 23 games overall. The under is 5-1 in Bucks' last 6 overall. The over is 7-3 in Spurs' last 10 Friday games. The Bucks are 1-7 against the spread in the last 8 meetings. The Bucks won a double overtime thriller 136-132 against the Oklahoma City Thunder Wednesday. The Bucks were missing their top 2 scorers. Giannis Antetokounmpo sat out with a sore left knee and Jrue Holiday was out with a sprained right ankle. As a result of the increased playing time, Jevon Carter had career highs of 36 points and 12 assists. Giannis and Holiday are expected back for this game against the Thunder, and they have a huge advantage inside against them. Milwaukee is 3rd in rebounding percentage, and they will dominate the paint in this game against a very young Spurs team that has lost 5 straight games. Milwaukee is on a roll to open the year, winning 10 of their first 11 games, and this is all without all-star guard Khris Middleton. The Milwaukee Bucks are banged up, as Middleton is still out and Antetokounmpo and Holiday aren't playing in this game either. However, that hasn't stopped the Bucks from winning games in the past. The Bucks are a well-coached, experienced team that knows how to step up when a guy isn't playing. The San Antonio Spurs have been a mess defensively to the point they could lose to your local Lab Fitness squad if not careful. So the Milwaukee Bucks to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Bucks have indeed been arguably the best defensive team this season, but they could be without Giannis Antetokounmpo and Holiday in this game. This would be a huge loss defensively for them, and the Spurs have continued to shoot well from the field. They are scoring the 13th most points per game, and they have the 16th highest shooting percentage. They also have the 7th highest three-point shooting percentage in the league, as they will continue to score consistently throughout this game. The Spurs also have the 5th highest adjusted pace rating, as they push the ball up the court as quickly as they can. This will increase the tempo for both teams and give each of them enough opportunities to score. Now, I also see the Bucks scoring throughout this game regardless of who is on the floor. The Spurs are giving up the most points, the highest shooting percentage from the field, and the 3rd highest three-point shooting percentage. They have continued to struggle on the defensive end of the court all season, as this is why they continue to lose. They won't be able to stop the Bucks, and the final score will go past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Minnesota Timberwolves versus Memphis Grizzlies. The Minnesota Timberwolves will be trying to snap their 2-game road losing streak when they face the Memphis Grizzlies on Friday night. The Timberwolves are coming off a 129-117 loss to Phoenix as 2-point favorites. The Grizzlies are coming off a 124-122 win over San Antonio as 6-point favorites. Memphis is 6-4 in its last 10 games against Minnesota. Looking at the betting trends, the Timberwolves are 0-6 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Grizzlies are 19-8 against the spread in their last 27 games against a team with a losing record, 24-8 against the spread in their last 32 home games, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Timberwolves are 7-19 against the spread in the last 26 meetings in Memphis, and the Timberwolves are 7-18 against the spread in the last 25 meetings overall. Memphis has a dynamic backcourt in Bane and Morant, which makes it hard to guard. In the Grizzlies' last 4 home games, they have covered this minus 6.5 spread 3 times. Minnesota, meanwhile, has lost its last 5 games by more than 7 points, as when they lost, they have been blown out. The Timberwolves have been one of the most disappointing teams in the league so far, and their confidence took another hit after getting routed by the Suns in their last outing. In contrast, the Grizzlies have been building nicely over their past 5 games, and the betting trends really favor them in this matchup. The Grizzlies are 19-8 against the spread in their last 27 games against a team with a losing record and 24-8 against the spread in their last 32 home games. The Minnesota Timberwolves just aren't playing great basketball at the moment, and they've never been a team I'm eager to back as favorites, especially on the road. The Memphis Grizzlies are as consistent as it gets both straight up and against the spread dating back to last season, and they've won 5 of the last 8 meetings against the Timberwolves. I expect both of those trends to continue as the Grizzlies get the narrow win and cover. This line feels a bit soft if we're being honest, as the Grizzlies' offense will be too much for Minnesota to handle. So the Memphis Grizzlies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Timberwolves are averaging 114 points per game and 107 points per game on the road. They averaged 111 points per game in their last 3 games against the Grizzlies. With Memphis giving up 108 points per game at home, the Timberwolves will be held under their average in this game. The Grizzlies are averaging 117 points per game and 118 points per game at home. They averaged 114 points per game in their last 3 games against the Timberwolves. The Grizzlies and Timberwolves played under the total in 6 of their last 10 meetings. With Minnesota giving up 110 points per game on the road, the Grizzlies won't score enough points to push the score past the total. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.